Hi everyone, today I am going to do a drag look for you. Everyone's probably thinking, you're a girl, why are you doing drag? The reason I'm doing drag is because so many people have asked for it. If you want to have a watch and want to learn how to do drag, it's great for you, but this is for the people that really want it as well. So before you say, oh my god, you look drag, I meant to, so that would be a compliment, thank you. Right, what I've got to start off with is, I just bought a hairnet. Because I've got long hair, well not long hair, but because I've got reasonably longer hair, I have to have something for the tape to stick to, and if it's going to stick to my hair it's going to move. So I've just put a hairnet on, and then what I've done is I've got this tape that you can buy at Boots, or I'm sure any other chemist, Superdrug, anywhere like that. This is called Micropore, and it's basically surgical tape, and I've used it just to lift my brow. So if you see, one's going to be a lot higher, and I put a bit around the jawbone here. I'm going to do the other side so you can see. It doesn't matter, you can see I am going to foundation over this bit anyway, but my wig is going to cover it, so it really doesn't matter. If you've got shorter hair you hardly need to use as much, but I obviously haven't, so I just pop this, make sure it grips tight, and it should pull the head, so you can see how it's going to pull it, and then stick it round, and if you're lucky you can get your jawbone in with that as well. So it's restricting my movement. I look like I've been in the real wars. But that's the price of beauty. Who needs surgery when you can use Micropore tape? Okay, another bit. Obviously people's faces aren't as tight. My face is quite tight anyway. You're going to see a huge lift. Especially for fellas, you're going to see your brows lift dramatically, so they're more a shape of a lady's brow. I think I've got enough on there. That's tight enough and very tight in the forehead. I'm going to get pear soap, which is this one here. You can get it in most chemists. I'm going to use some warm water. I'm just going to dip that in to the pear soap and give it a good rub over. Get rid of my brows a bit. I'm going to use MAC Studio Tech foundation. I'm going for an NC25. Right, this is where it gets complicated. My skin's quite an even colour. Guys, you'll find that your skin is, if you've got a stubble line, you might find airbrushing better. If you do get stubble line, it's normally going to be a bit greyer. So what you want to use is a slightly pinkier foundation. Lots of companies do a pinkier foundation with a slightly pinkier undertone. And what it will do is, if you put a yellow foundation over the top of that area that's slightly greyer, it's going to go ashy. And it's going to show that you've got something on there. So you want something with a slightly warmer tone, something that's slightly pinker. So when you put it on, it will stop that ashiness coming through. MAC do NW foundations. Lots of other companies do a slightly warmer tone foundation as well. So I'm putting the foundation over the tape. It's fine. To be fair, you're not going to see the tape anyway, which is why I've pulled it quite far over, because I'm going to put a wig on right at the end. You might find you'll need to build it more and more just to get the skin very even. My Bobbi Brown concealer palette. Oh, which is this one here. Over my brows. This is a fantastic palette for drag because it has so many colours. You can use it as foundation as well. So I'm just going to push that over there. You can use, oh, sorry, knock it. You can use MAC Studio Finish Concealer for this too. I haven't powdered the foundation because I'm going to do the eyes, and to be honest, I'm not sure if I might use glitter, so it's probably going to fall down. So that's hence why I haven't powdered, because I'll have to give it a good clean over the skin afterwards. I am going to just powder over the brow though. just to seal that into place. And I have got MAC Studio Fix because it's a really strong powder for that. If you find that your skin is really hard to cover, then try using something like Dermablend, because it obviously has a lot more coverage that's going to cover well. Got a colour taupe, which I'm going to use for the contouring of the cheeks, but just beforehand I'm going to just use it just to see where my eyeshadow is going to be. Basically, my eye shape has changed now because I've made a lot more space because the brows are going to be blanked out. So I'm going to just create myself an artificial socket for a bit of shape. MAC Stud eyebrow pencil because it's reasonably dark. Sorry, I keep knocking this. I'm still going to start from my brow. I'm just going to go up super high. So that's pretty much the shape I want. Let's get a little bit of Illamasqua. This is the silver from Dystopia. It doesn't come in this container, but this is a test one that we got sent. I'm going to use that over there, that will cover it. Definitely. And then I'll put something else there. I have got this Nubar eyeshadow, and there's a really nice pale, like frosted white in it, and I'm going to use that. So you can see how it's giving it a nice shimmer through there. You can see slightly where mine were, but only if you look really closely. Black Tide, which is that one there, with a NARS short stem brush. And the lash line. Pull it out. That's just for my shape that I want to create, and then lift it up. Get a blending brush. And just softly blend that through. And also underneath the eye. Black eyeliner. I'm going to go for Smolder from MAC. I'm going to pop that inside the eye. Really try and drag it along that lash line. And on the underside of the eye. I hate doing that. Ugh. Do that silver that I used for the brows, the Illamasqua one. I'm going to blend that through in a second. Just pop the colour there. And I think we need it underneath as well. A little bit of MAC. This is Reflex Transparent Pink, and I'm going to push that through my brow bone, which is amazing. Bring that up a little bit here too. It looks fantastic over the silver. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a little bit of the pink blusher just through that little gap there. There's not much makeup. I'm using Illamasqua powder blush in Nymph. Which I really like. It just brings the colours a bit more together. I'm going to put a little bit of 3D silver because I think it wouldn't be proper drag without a bit of glitter in it somewhere. A little bit of EZR. I'm not sure if MAC still do this. I think they do. If not, they do mixing mediums, so you can use the eyelash or the eyeliner mixing mediums. I'm going to only use a small amount of this. I think I might just pop it in this central bit here. You just pop this on first. Leave it to set for a little while. And just get your glitter. See that? It's amazing. I only want to put it on that part of the eye because I don't want it to be all glitter all over because it ruins the whole shape of it. So I just want it there. A little bit just under the eye. I'm sparkling. Not too much actually fell underneath the eye. I'm going to come back with a liner. Oh no, actually I'll do it now. Why not finish the eyes? I always do this, go off into a tangent and do something else. Clinique Black. Just along the lash line. It's not completely necessary because it doesn't show that much with these colours, but I just like that it gives a little bit more definition at the lash line. Another godsend is MAC Q-tips. Basically they've got makeup remover on already, so you just break them off. And the eye makeup remover's on there. So I'm just going to sweep clean under here. And I'm also going to give my hands a little wipe over because I've got a lot of black on them from doing that. I need my concealer again, Bobbi Brown. I'll just pop this under the eye. Just where I've taken off that makeup. So, MAC Studio Fix powder all over. Don't be afraid to use a lot because you want to look perfect. So I'm going to use the colour that we used earlier, taupe, however you say it, which is like that. I'm going to use it just to bring out the cheekbones a little bit. Basically, on men, the cheekbones aren't, you don't have much of a cheekbone, unfortunately. Your faces are a lot more rectangular than women's because, like our bodies, we're a bit more curved, most of the time anyway. So what you want to do is you want to just hold your brush, feel where the cheekbone is, from the ear to about mid-cheek, and then draw it on. Also, we dip in here, so you do a little bit there. We're going to have a wig on anyway, so it makes no difference here. So use your colour, and you're going to use a small amount, and that would just go just to make the nose look slightly smaller. Can you see that? Don't need much of it. Might want to take it right up into the eyes as well, so you can get that slightly more feminine shape through the eyes as well. So you can see how little I put through the nose, but it really shows up. I'm going to use a pink blusher. This one is by Illamasqua. I used it through the eye, if you remember, Nymph, and I am going to buff that right the way over the cheek. I'm going to use, so I'm recycling all my colours. I'm going to use a little bit of the MAC Reflex Pink. And just push that through the cheekbone. Down the centre of the nose. And on my Cupid's bow as well. I think I'm going to put a little bit here. Where the face slightly highlights. My light's just blown, so you'll have to excuse me. I have opened the window so it's a bit more natural light, and hopefully that'll be enough for you. Sorry guys. But right, let's carry on. So I'm going to use false lashes, and I'm going to use Lash 44. They're MAC. These are limited edition lashes. Duo glue on the back of these. We'll see how full on these ones are. I might put 2 pairs of lashes on if these aren't too full on. Barry lip pencil in 25. I was going to use bright pink on the lips, but I think I'm going to go orangey. A little bit over the lip as well. These lip liners go on so well. Nuba lipstick, and this is a bright orange. Smells really nice. And then, because I want it a bit darker, I'm going to go around it with MAC Currant. No, it's Currant. So I've got a nice full lip. Let me get this closer. The wig I'm going to wear is quite red. That's the colour of it. So I'm going to use a little bit of Sketch through the brows, so it brings a little bit of redness through there. It's a little bit warmer. No. Let's put another pair of lashes on. Let's go number 12s. Let's see if I can even get these on because they're quite fiddly. Sorry about the light, that's why I look very shaded in the neck. Okay, I think that's pretty much done. I just need to put my wee wig on. I always get on wrong. Let me see. Where's this going? Is that the front? Obviously not. Oh, I'm useless. Oh, that's the one. I love this wig anyway. And there you have it. Sorry about the lighting, but that's because of light blue.
Oh, awesome.